Alright, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of this video. So once again, to go on forward, like I said before, you know, in the summer of 2018, like I said, the further evolution of this channel and further evolution of not just this brand, all my brands. That's what I'm taking the next step forward, the leap forward / leap of faith in 2019. Why? I want to, I can, and I know I can be. I'm not gonna say just as big as Drake, but I know I can be very big, at least in my own state. I know I can be very big with a lot of travel and a lot of local promotion. And I absolutely love it, believe in it, care about it, and I'm gonna invest in it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to learn how to invest in your dreams. Invest in your belief system, invest in your creativity, your imagination. You have to be able to put it all, try to learn how to put it all together and let it manifest. Let the blessings of it manifest in your life, etc. Put yourself out there more often in a certain type of way and let the blessings manifest from it, so forth and so forth. Um, and Star Point Sports Reports, once again, is the rebranding of the Star Point Sports that I already had on my one of my Twitters, which is I think is actually just titled, Star Point Sports on Twitter. It's the rebranding of that for 2019, because I rest assure you that, like, sports journalism, it's something that I am interested in. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be writing 2-3 page articles on people. That's not what I'm doing, but it is something that's going to be the same thing with these vlogs that I'm doing right now. I'm going to have all these topics, and I'm going to say my piece on them, and I'm going to be out at some games here and there, possibly taking pictures. I don't think I'm going that far with it. I think I'm just going to keep on having topics, talking about them, and etc. Stuff like that. Possibly writing stories on them, but mostly just doing what I'm doing now with vlogs and giving my takes. Because like I said before, when I watch ESPN, FS1, all these other sport channels, I cannot help but get overwhelmed. I can do that for a living. I can do that right now. Maybe not for a living right now, but I can do it. And I believe there's a lot of us young, talented kids. We're not getting into sports journalism, at least as a major in college. We're not doing it, but we totally have a passion for it, or totally feel like we can do that for a living. And that's what I'm doing right here with my own independent Star Point Sports Reports. Only thing is, it's not for a living yet. It's just something that you could say to invest in my interest of sports journalism, because I love sports, particularly, and I love analyzing them. Like, trust me, I mean, I'm I'm on the verge to where watching some, like, for example, I'm not the best at tennis, but when I watch tennis, I'm like, I can dissect that a little bit. I'm not the best at baseball, but even when watching that, I'm like, I can dissect that a little bit. I'm not the best at volleyball whatsoever, but even then, I'm like, I can dissect that. Not the best at soccer, but then I'm still like, I can dissect that a little bit. It's multiple sports that I'm, like, probably, I wouldn't say I'm no good at, but I can rest assured you a lot of sports that I'm like, I trust me, I will possibly never be elite at, but a lot of sports that I'm still like, I can analyze this though. Possibly I can coach this, but particularly basketball. There's something about basketball, I'm like, I can coach this. Not to say I fully want to coach it, but I definitely could coach it. And I rest assured you, basketball, like with football, if I were to coach it, I do feel like I definitely going to make a good name for myself probably my first year. Particularly if I was coaching teams like the Jaguars right now, I can rest assured you we would have winning seasons each and every year. There would be no excuse for not winning. Absolutely no excuse. Like, I will find the talent. I'll find the consistent coaches. We will put this thing together. Like, I'm telling you, I mean, my motto will hopefully be, we're not going to have any excuses or many excuses for not succeeding. Sorry. We're not going to have many excuses. I'm going to find the talent, find the coaches, find the trainers. We're going to build this thing up from the ground, and we're going to hit the ground running. So on and so forth. And for example, because even our quarterback roster right now with the Jaguars, it's shaky and or halfway subpar. I mean, Blake Bortles is who he is. I think that he can still be a viable quarterback in the NFL, but he needs to rework his mechanics and become a better passer, because he's almost like Felipe Franks a little bit of the Florida Gators. Felipe Franks is very cringeworthy of a quarterback, honestly. That's just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with it. But I watched the man this past season. He's like, I swear, I want Felipe Franks to succeed, and I want him to go to the NFL, and I want him to possibly get drafted by the Jaguars in the next year. But the problem is, he can't. He's pretty much like a similar type to Blake Bortles. The guy can't really throw well. And I'm not saying he can't throw well as in he doesn't have an arm on him. He has an arm on him, but he doesn't throw the ball with touch, precision, and accuracy. He doesn't throw it like that. Like he's just like Blake Bortles, where he has all the physical tools and gifts to make it in the league, but he has no accuracy, no touch, no precision with the ball, and that's the problem. Felipe Franks, like Blake Bortles, they gotta work on that. Blake Bortles' career with the Jaguars is pretty much over, but Felipe Franks, college, come on, he can do something, but he has to get better at his accuracy, his touch. And this is what I mean when I said before. Because I've been watching Blake Bortles play. I'm telling you, for the past 2 seasons, the man's either throwing check downs. You know, the man's either throwing check downs or he's passing the ball to a wide open receiver within 5 yards of him. Like he's not testing shots downfield, testing balls downfield like a Patrick Mahomes, like an Andrew Luck, like a Deshaun Watson, like a what's the kid's name? I want to say J.T. Barrett, but that's not the quarterback now I'm thinking about. Jared Goff. Like he's not one of those quarterbacks, or he's not being coached as one of those quarterbacks, and that's his problem. He's coached to just throw a check down, let your receiver do the rest. That's the problem. Cody Kessler, he got in there, he did something, but he didn't give us a spark, the long-lasting spark that we needed. That's another problem. He didn't give us the long-lasting spark that we needed. I tweeted out, you can see on my NJ2TheCity Twitter account, I tweeted out that the Jaguars need to draft, or at least I would love them to draft, Drew Lock, Nick Fitzgerald, and possibly, I guess, sign, what's his name? Nick Foles out of free agency. So that's what I would like for them to do. Revamp their entire quarterback room from scratch. Not as a Tanner Lee shouldn't still be on the roster, but I guess he could definitely be on practice squad. Other than that, I think that's the 3 quarterbacks I would take. Either that or trade for Josh Rosen. Either that or trade for Josh Rosen, still draft another quarterback in the draft in like the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round, and then get Nick Foles. The point is, the Jaguars can definitely not only control their fate, but they can totally have a roster loaded with quality NFL talent at quarterback. They just got to do what they got to do to put the pieces together. And that's why, like Stephen A. Smith rants about it, it's amazing. Like, he could do a way better job than half of these execs in the NBA. And I believe I can do a better job than half of these execs in the NFL. Like, literally. I believe I really could, you know. I don't believe it's hard, but I definitely believe it's a process like almost anything else in life. But I definitely believe you have to be willing to go through it. And stuff like that, you know. Go through it and give people chances and such. Excuse me. But I definitely know that the AAF is starting up in the next couple coming weeks. Looking forward to that because Florida grad Austin Appleby, look forward to seeing how he does. He never really made an NFL roster, but I know Stephen Morris did multiple times, and Stephen Morris is a Miami alumni, so we'll definitely see how he does. I'm definitely looking forward to that squad and seeing all the potential damage they can do and such. But just wanted to let y'all know, like I say, the evolution of these brands have to do with, you know, Star Point Sports, reports, real sports journalism, all these topics that I'm going to be talking about. Because like I said, I'm a very multi-talented person, like all of us are, if you were to ask me. You have multiple talents. It just depends on, you know, how you're going to, I want to say, you know, channel all your talents and, you know, put them to work for you. So I can analyze sports. I like cars. I like shoes. I like clothing. You know, like music. You know, I got multiple things I'm interested in. You know, and I definitely would love to continue to keep furthering this. I'm into the ministry heavily. If you didn't know that, because literally it's all up and down this YouTube channel. I'm heavily into the ministry. And you look on my Snapchat at NJ2TheCity, all lowercase. You see, I'm preaching almost every day. I'm heavily into the ministry. That's who I am. That's what I am. That's what I do. The Holy Spirit's within me and abiding on me. I live by the fear of God every day. So that's just real stuff with me, honestly. Real stuff. But Like I say, I'm very multi-talented, like all of us are. Just, you know, what are you gonna do with it? How you gonna channel it and make it work best for you? So I'm probably filming another video soon. Take care. God bless you all.